Alright, so the other day the Granblue Fantasy versus beta ended. I actually went ahead and did the survey as well to let them know my feedback personally on the changes that need to be made or what should stay the same, stuff like that. But I do play a lot of fighting games. And my impressions of the game, honestly, there's not really much problems in my opinion. If I had to say, first, let's start with the good things actually. The best thing about the game is the fun factor. That's what's supposed to matter the most. And the game is really fun just because I don't mind BlazBlue. I love BlazBlue. I wasn't never the biggest fan of Guilty Gear, but it's not bad. Other Knight's good, all that stuff. But for having Arc System make a game that's pretty slow paced like this, it's not bad at all. Like, I think the only, I barely played it, I think it was slow paced, was a game they made way back called Battle Fantasia. Played it a little bit for I think the original Xbox I had it for, I might be wrong. But besides that, really, the game, it's really fun for what it is. Now, that and the graphics of course is amazing, but I'm not going to really go too far in the graphics, as we already know. Ever since Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's pretty much just Dragon Ball FighterZ, in my opinion, with better graphics. But skipping past that, I want to get into the few problems I've actually had. The first one is auto combos. There's something wrong with auto combos being in the game themselves. That's cool and all, but it really feels like you rely on them. Like, you're not really doing, most of the time, you're not doing a combo without an auto combo starting it. Or you're doing just, the only way you're really getting a combo is you get a poke into a certain EX special move. It's only certain EX special moves. So, yeah. That's a big problem. I hope they fix that out, left that in the survey. I had to put, I didn't use auto combo, but I had left it in like the little writing area where you can write in your just a regular whatever you want to say to them. I left it in there. That they should change it a bit. I do like that it has Street Fighter links, but for the combo system, it definitely needs some work because pretty much from what I learned, like if you've seen my Gran video, I don't think I really got to do it with Charlotta, but I know with Gran and Catalina I got to do it. All you really do is auto combo 1, 2, 3. You do 1, 2, 3 into a EX, then 1, 2, 3 into an Shoryuken or something like that. That's pretty much the extent of combos. So with Lancelot, I learned one somewhat advanced combo, but it was kind of hard to do outside the corner. And I learned Charlotta's link from her EX flashes, but that's whatever. The combo system, while it's fun, it gets repetitive very quickly. I like the slow-paced action, I will give it that, but it needs to be something. The other thing I don't personally have a problem with, but it was just confusing to get used to for new players, if you haven't played Granblue, because I've barely ever touched the regular Granblue, like the actual mobile game. So, what happened with me personally, as I played it, I had a problem with the cooldown system after EX special move. I didn't really feel it too much outside of just doing normal special moves, but when you throw an EX, you really can't do nothing you can't do another EX of that same move for about 5 seconds. Nothing wrong with that. I like the idea because it makes you take a risk. If you're a zoning character, it's like if Fairy keeps poking you into throwing out GG. If she decides to throw the EX GG and you block that or you just dodge him, pretty much you don't have to worry about him for a while. Now you got time to just get in on her. So I like that part of it. I don't really have anything against the system in general. It's just one of those things where if you play other fighting games, you're not going to be used to that. But remember, there's no meter for EX moves, just throw them out in this game if you have it. Now, another problem I will say is where other people said they had an issue, but not exactly in the same way. The game speed, I wouldn't say in terms of walking speed, movement speed, like I feel like, the only thing about walking speed I would change is from what I've noticed, it seems like every character walks at the same speed. I thought there should be unique walk speeds, so let's say, like, I don't think when the game is fully released, I don't think Lancelot should walk at the same speed. Because he seems like he's supposed to be the speedy character, mix up heavy. Why would Lancelot walk at the same speed of, I think, Festival or whatever, the wrestler girl, I guess, or guy, I don't know. That character, that's not gonna make any sense to me. I don't understand that, but no, it's whatever at that point. I'm not really too crazy about the walk speed. That's something I can deal with. What I can't deal with is certain attacks. For example, I was playing with Lancelot a decent amount, and his Rekkas, for some reason, took me a while to get used to it, and even then I would still drop it sometimes. I would drop the last Rekka just because the game's like, I'm doing it 2 seconds ahead. I'm used to trying to do the input like a normal fight game, but it's a little slower than that. So he's only on the first Rekka while I'm already doing the input for the third one. And he'll continue with the second, but he won't finish the last one. So it's like the game only read 2 of my inputs. I just don't like that personally. With some other characters with certain things, Charlotta was the only character I didn't really have that issue with. But the only reason I think that happens is because she's a charged character. And I pretty much, until like my last 5-6 matches, I never use the R1 or the skill button, I guess. I never used it at all. But overall, there's not really too much to say about it. The artwork is good. The characters, for those 5 characters you got to play with, they were all completely different from each other. Like, Fairy is straight up a zoning character. Some people try to call her Pokemon. I'm like, I get what you're trying to say, but no. But Catalina is the Pokemon character. Gran is a jack of all trades. Lancelot is straight up Rushdown. Get in your face. And then we have, oh boy, I'm about to say, why am I forgetting the last person? And I still can't remember who it is. Wait, Catalina, Charlotta, Gran, Fairy. Oh, Lancelot, what the heck I did say, everybody. And Charlotta, that's the person I didn't review. I don't know what to call her. She's like she's not a keep away or anything like that. She's somewhat of a mix-up character too. She's like a close range character. The only reason she's close range though, her weapons range is bad. So that's the only thing. And her furthest reaching normals have very slow startup due to her heavy attacks. But besides that, the game is really fun. If we can get a few more combo opportunities, or maybe if we get into training mode, I can really test it out. But I had a lot of fun in the past few days with the beta. I really sat here for a day, thought about everything I went through in terms of the gameplay, the goods and the bads. The netcode, I personally didn't have a problem with. I've only got disconnected once during the whole beta. And I'm assuming that was intentional, because it disconnected me so it let me just play this computer, then do a casual match, and then let me get right back in. So after that, which is my experience, I will say the game is looking really good. Like, not the graphics or anything, but just the actual overall game. It looks like it's shaping up to be very good. It's like a mix of Street Fighter and I can't say Guilty Gear exactly. It's like a mix of Street Fighter and Samurai Shodown, if you ever played those games. But that's the best way I would describe it. I don't really have much else to say regarding it. The game is very fun. I really suggest you pick it up, or if they do another beta or open beta, go ahead and try it out first. But because it's not going to be for everybody. If you look at this game and see arc system works, you're like, okay, I'm going to get that. I know it's going to be fast-paced, crazy action. This isn't that game for you. I'm letting you know. There's no air dashing stuff like that. So this game is not going to be for you if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a chess style, take your time, poke, learn how to get confirmed. That's going to be the most important thing in this game. Is since auto combos eventually definitely not going to really be a thing if it's, even if they leave the game as is. Like at high level to play, auto combos aren't going to really be working. So the game's gonna start boiling down to confirming off of one-hit normal, or maybe if they have a character with a few links, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a really good game. It's gonna be really unique. But I'm just gonna go ahead and end it right here. If there's any more coverage or anything regarding this game, I will bring it up. Because I want to review Lorraine and Battlefield when they came out, when they got announced. But I won't be doing that right now, just to see what, I want to see what they were able to be capable of stuff. I won't be doing that right now because I feel like it's a little too late. If they reveal any more characters before the game drops, I'll do it then. And most likely when the game comes out, I should be getting it day one. I might go ahead and reserve for it soon. But when it does drop, I'm definitely going to be doing some, I guess, character tutorials. Don't expect like the combo department from the way the game is looking. But in terms of how you would generally play them, you're going to be seeing that. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here because I feel like this dragged on long enough. This is young pussy ass bitch from the King's Day. And I'm out.